Hi Saggies, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Saggies, in today's reading, I'm going to give you two of the Denise Lynn Oracle cards. I'm going to do your reading and then clarify it. So let us get started. All right, Saggies. See what's going on for you, Saggies. Hope you guys had a beautiful Mother's Day. I did. I got a nice new desk, so I'm trying to set it up while doing the reading. So it's crazy, but I love it. All right, so let's do this. You have grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. Definitely. Always be grateful for even the smallest things, you guys. It opens doors. You know, you're grateful. You know, be grateful. Shout it out to the clouds, to the stars. You know, just need to be grateful all the time. And then you have begin now. Take your first step. Wow. So even if you don't know where you're going or how you're going to do things, you know, take your first step, take a chance. Okay. It's time. Wow. Very nice. Very nice. So let us get started. Take what resonates with you, Saggies, Sagittarius, and leave the rest. I'm going to shuffle them one more time and then we'll start. Sorry. All right, you guys. So, here we go. All right, Saggies. One card for the current. This is for Sagittarius. One for the situation. One for the past. One for what's hidden. One for the hopes and fears. What you need to do now. What you need to work on. Wow. And then the outcome. What is the outcome? All right. So definitely y'all are going on a new direction. Definitely. Because, you know, take a chance. Don't be afraid to start this new journey and whatever you're doing, you know. You know, if something's calling you or giving you signs that it's time to do this or do that, don't be afraid to take it, because I believe that that's your new journey. You do have the Seven of Pentacles here, and I feel like you're reviewing everything, looking at everything that you've done. I also feel like for some of you guys, you could have received some kind of abundance and trying to figure out where you're going to put it next. But definitely been working very hard and you're reaping the rewards. You have the Ace of Cups here, and the Ace of Cups is saying that there is this new beginning here. There could have been a new person coming into your life. I feel like you're going to start some kind of new project also here. You're very creative, you know, starting new things, new person. Very nice. You have the Knight of Swords for the past, and the Knight of Swords is saying that, you know, not to rush into anything. Don't rush into any decisions. Take your time, especially when it comes down to your finances. Really take your time about making decisions. Okay. You're going to be feeling excited, passionate, you know, adventurous, like just going at it, you know, and you're going to have that drive to do everything, you know, so just know that. But be careful on making your decisions. You have the Four of Cups here for the what's hidden. The Four of Cups is saying that at times, sometimes you feel like you're disconnected. Sometimes you don't pay enough attention to the things around you. I feel like there's some kind of opportunities that have been here, but you could have missed. I'm not sure, but you really need to start focusing. Okay. You do have the Knight of Pentacles here for the hopes and fears, and the hopes and fears is saying that with the Knight of Pentacles is saying that, you know, you're working very hard, and the universe sees it, God sees it, you know, whoever you pray to does see it. You know, you will reap the rewards, but you still need that patience. Okay. It's coming in slow, but it's in divine timing, you guys. Divine timing. You do have the Knight of Cups here, and you need to follow your heart. In any decision that you're making, you need to follow your heart. You need to follow, you know, your decisions. You need to follow your heart when you're trusting your intuition, following your heart, and having compassion and forgiveness. You know, even the ones that have hurt you, you know, just think of them as lessons. You don't have to go and apologize and, be at their hand and foot. You don't have to do that, but you do need that forgiveness in your heart, so that way you can just move on from it. You know, you don't even have to tell them in in their face. You could just tell them, hey, you know what, you could just not tell them you don't even have to confront them. You could just say it in your own mind, in your prayers, in your journal, whatever it is. Yeah, I do forgive them. I forgive them, for being nasty to me. God dang it. Well, anyway, so let's see. Then you have the sun here. The sun is in what you need to work on. Be positive. Be positive. Okay. I cannot stress that enough. I know you're waiting on abundance. You're waiting on these things to change. You want it all at once. And I don't blame you. So do I. I want it all. But it takes time. It's in divine timing. Okay. Think positive. Keep your faith. Don't lose it. The sun is shining on you. You have the Fool card here for the outcome, and the Fool card is saying that, there is a new beginning here, for you to take a leap of faith, to take a chance on things. Even if you don't see where it's going, take a chance on it, okay? Because you need to. So let's see what the cards say. Take what resonates with you, Sagittarius, and leave the rest. This is going to be for Saggies. All right. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here for Sagittarius for their highest good spirit? Oh, must have my... All right, so you have the Temperance card here, and you do have the Lovers card. I feel like you're trying to, that everything's going to come into balance for you. I feel like you just need to be calm and patient. You're also looking at things, you're reviewing things in your mind, or you're reviewing things like the way they went and how everything was going. But I feel like you just really need to be calm and have patience. Things are going to balance out for you. You do have, you are on the right path. This is where you're supposed to be. You are very divinely guided. And then when you have the Lovers card here also, and you do have a union here with someone, your significant other, somebody who's close to you, your family, your sister, whoever. But there's somebody here that's close that you have a really good union with. They're asking you to trust the process with whatever situation it is, and just keep going forward and not to give up. I also feel like you, not only do you have like you have to trust the process, but also have better communication. Like that communication thing comes out a lot, because you need to really start speaking your truth. Really start speaking about how you feel and what you want. You have the Ace of Cups here for the situation from a card. You do have the Knight of Swords again, and you have the Two of Wands. Wow. So there is definitely a situation here. I don't know, I'm getting a message here for somebody, so let me just bear with me, you guys. Okay, this is for someone. There is a message here that you are trying to choose on a new person arriving in your life. It could be some kind of love interest. And I feel like you're trying to make a decision between that person and the person that you're with now. They're asking you not to rush into decisions, to really make your decisions carefully. That is a decision. That is a message for somebody. For everyone else, I do feel like you are definitely making a decision. You need to have patience for everything, okay? Don't rush into anything, especially the decisions that you're about to make. I do feel like you are making plans, that you know what you want, and I feel like you already know what you're going to do, but you just have to make this decision, okay? Don't rush into anything. You're going to get you're going to be very adventurous. You're going to find courage. You're going to find your confidence, You're just going to have to make this decision, so wow. You do have it here, the Knight of Swords here for the past, and I do believe that it's now. So they're asking you to really be objective and really take your time making any kind of decisions, okay? You have the Four of Cups here, and why is the Four of Cups here for Saggies? One more card. Wow. So, Saggies, you do have the Four of Cups, and then the Four of Swords, and then the Queen of Cups. So really start taking care of yourself. You've been through a lot. I feel like also too that there's a motherly presence. Not like here, not like, but you have that motherly presence. You have that, like that compassion, that caring, that love, but they want you to nurture yourself, okay? Nurture yourself so you can start focusing better, because you have the Four of Cups here and it feels like you're disconnected. but they want you to start focusing. Okay, start taking care of yourself, start resting, whatever it takes. Start taking care of yourself. Okay, you need to. Let's see, what else do I get from here? Okay. And also too, with the Four of Swords, it showed up with it, so you really have to start taking it easy. Rest. When you feel like resting, rest. You know, sometimes we're on a schedule, we're on a time schedule, we're so busy, we're trying to do everything. But when it calls for you to rest and just rest, it's time. Because remember, if you don't do it, then the universe has a way to do it. So you don't want to get sick, you don't want to, do anything like that. So just really take time to rest. You have the Knight of Pentacles down here for the hopes and fears, and why. One more card. Okay. Damn, that decision just keeps coming up. So you do have the Two of Swords here. You have the Two of Swords, the King of Pentacles. I'm sorry, the Knight of Pentacles. I'm sorry. Yes, and the Knight of Wands. You have the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles is saying that you're working very hard towards what you want. You want to thrive. You want to see the success. You want to see the material success, and I understand that you do, but you need to have patience, okay? Because they see all your efforts. They see everything that you're doing, okay? So really take the time to really just have patience. I also feel with the King of Wands that, you're an entrepreneur, and you really need to start trying to think out of the box, like trying to make up some kind of plan to reach your goals, or come up with some kind of dreams, or so you can have this goal to reach. Okay, because I feel like you're trying to make decisions, and you're contemplating all these decisions, but you just don't know which direction to go. They're asking you to take that blindfold and see things for what they really are. Like, be real with it. Be real. Like, can I really buy that brand new car with, the $1,000 that I have in my bank? Be real like that. That's an example, you guys. Okay. So, think of your goals. Think of what you want to create, what you want to plan, because you're an entrepreneur. They see all the hard work you've been doing. You've been doing everything. But if you put those plans out there, it's like almost as if the universe is saying, hey, put it out there. Take a step and put it out there. Take a leap of faith. Even though you don't have no money, try to do it, because it's going to be successful. But you need to try. That's what they're trying to tell you. There is that decision still trying to make. Take that blindfold off so you can be very objective and clear your mind, because you need to. Okay. You are definitely going in a new direction. Also, I feel like you're going towards a new direction. A new journey is here, new direction. So it's good. Really open your heart, okay? Really open your heart when you're contemplating this big decision. You have the Knight of Cups, and why is the Knight of Cups here? One more card. Wow. So you do have the Knight of Cups, the Magician, and you have the Five of Pentacles. So I feel like you really need to open your heart and follow your heart, with the things that you're doing, especially making this decision. You're definitely, you're like the Magician. You have all the tools to manifest what you want, but you really don't do it. You're not doing it. They're saying that you feel like you're alone. They feel like you're lonely. They feel like sometimes you feel like you're not going to have enough, and it's like almost as if you're continuously making these what do they say? These always something in the way before you start doing something. And it's like, well, I don't have the money, well, I don't have anything to start it with. Or how am I supposed to go back to school if I don't have this? Whatever, how am I supposed to start this new business if I don't have that? They're trying to tell you to just take a chance, take a leap of faith, because you're smart, you're smart, you're resilient. You know how to handle, you know how to do things, and you know how to make things happen. They want you to think positive. They want you to trust yourself, because there is a lot of decisions here that you're trying to make, but it's like you're so clouded, you're so disconnected. you know, and you're thinking so negative sometimes. And I don't know why, you know. Maybe it's because you just really want this, you know, the abundance to come in. But just know that all this is temporary. You're not going to be feeling hurt. You're not going to be feeling like you're lacking. You know, things are just going to be moving forward. Okay. But you need to start thinking positive. And why is the sun card here for Saggies? One more card. Wow. Okay. Wow. You're getting a lot of this. Wow. This is crazy. Okay. So you do have the sun card. The sun is like the best card in the tarot deck. Okay. The sun is shining. The light is shining on you. You know, you're working very hard. You will reap the rewards, you guys. You will. You just need that patience. Okay. Step back. Step back. Step back and see everything that you've made. Stop feeling down. Stop feeling like negative, like you're not going to be able to accomplish things, because you will. Okay, you have accomplished so much in your life. You before, you know, think back at where you were struggling really bad, and now you're not. Okay, so just remember, you know, you've accomplished a lot in your life. They want you to have gratitude. You know, be grateful for the little things. Be grateful for when you wake up. Be grateful for another day. Be grateful for the food that you're eating. Be grateful for the things that you have, big or small. Be grateful, because definitely it will definitely take you a long way. There's also a blessing trying to come in for you, but like I said, it's in divine timing. Okay, have patience. And then you have the Fool. Oh, I'm sorry. You have the Fool for the outcome. And why is the Fool here for Saggies? One more card. Wow. Wow. Okay. So there is a new beginning here. You have the Fool here. They want you to take a leap of faith. Try to come up with your goals and your dreams. Put them out there. Try to do that. You know, try to make this decision very objective. You know, be careful how you make the decisions. Okay, because you need to. There is a new beginning here. You're on a new journey. There is success here also. You know, you are definitely looking at things in a different way, because you have the Hangman. I also feel like you're going to let go of the past and you're going to move forward. But right now you're just like, you're looking at everything, like you're reviewing it again, like looking at everything that has happened, and you're making choices. And I truly believe that it's a decision with either your significant other or somebody close to you, or it's like family or something that you're trying to make a choice or decision. But there is success here. You're being recognized for a lot. Even though you think that you're not being recognized, you are being recognized, okay? There is success here. There's recognition, and, you know, there's victory. So just know that. You will come into what you want, but you just need to have that patience and calmness. All right, so Saggies, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. God bless.